Hello, hello, hello. Let me sit by my altar. See, my little angel, Mother Mary, candle, pink candle, and the polar bear is with us. Oh, the polar bear, and also a bunny. It is the year of the rabbit after all, right? So I should have written your questions down, but I have my phone here. You beautiful members, hello, hello, make yourselves known. Nice to have you here. Welcome. I'm going to find where you wrote your questions, my lovelies. So it's like, where are the questions? Oh my God. Hello. Welcome. Don't mind me while I just navigate because I want to find your questions. So, here we go. So let's see. Just exclusive. Are you here? Just exclusive. Welcome. So you asked about, yes, Leonard Cohen. So the one who has the tag just exclusive. But I guess this is for everyone. You asked if Leonard Cohen, who, about his soul. And let me tell you, he's the one that wrote Hallelujah. And I believe, I have felt this for years, that Leonard Cohen is a high-ranking angel with the celebrity mission. We all have missions. Some choose celebrity missions because they want to reach many at once. And usually they choose entertainment. So not religion, even though, one would think, isn't religion more high vibe than pop music? Because music and movies are indeed inundated with lower frequencies, lower vibrations. But that is the reason that someone as Leonard Cohen has incarnated. His mission was of that very nature, to raise the vibration in the industry that is infested with low vibrations. So the question was, about Leonard Cohen, and the song Anthem was specifically mentioned. All of his music is blessed with angelic frequencies, and he is not alone. He's definitely not alone. There are way more archangels, ascended masters, galactic high-ranking souls in all of the entertainment industries all over the world. And you guys who know me, you know that I have my twin flame in South Korea, very much alive, very much incarnated. He works in the music industry over there. He is fulfilling his archangel mission over there. And because of him, I have seen that over there in Asia, they have thousands of angels in the music industry. And Leonard Cohen is a high-ranking angel. So when you listen to Leonard Cohen's music, you receive angelic frequencies. And if you have watched my Swedish show, Ljusnytt, you know that I talk about George Michael. George Michael is such a beautiful soul. He offers to be a spirit guide to all of you with a music passion, a dream to pursue music. He has offered and keeps offering his energy, his advice George Michael is definitely the real deal as well when it comes to bringing down angelic frequencies through his vocal cords. So I want to say that George Michael and Leonard Cohen are definitely of the same soul family. And I'm looking at the Beatles to see. I'm seeing John Lennon and Steve Jobs together. That's an interesting side note. They're showing me those two together. Okay, got it. We could do this all night. So I hope this answers your question about Leonard Cohen. Thank you for asking about Mr. Cohen. He is a fascinating soul. I believe that you can feel his energy still if you call upon him. What I sense, I want to say that his energy is very, very mild and gentle. I don't think he is Lao Tzu, but if you have watched Asian art depicting Lao Tzu, sitting peacefully, often depicted by water, that is actually how Leonard Cohen is showing himself to me right now. He's not saying his higher self's name, but definitely water element angel, water element emotions. And he's like, well, that's it for now. Okay. So it's a story that is to be continued. I love it. So, just exclusive, you also had a personal question. What is my next step? Your next step. Let's see. Because broad questions are good in that sense that there is a bigger possibility. I see a couple of timelines emerging for you, just exclusive. Let's grab a pendulum. Pendulums everywhere, but they're never near. Oh. Maybe this is a sign I'm supposed to sit by the window now and leave the candle. Am I? No? Yes? I promised myself to let this first time be very loose, very, very casual. But you know me. It's casual every time. Okay. So, Anna Maria, I will get back to you. I needed a pendulum for just exclusive. We're gonna go with this is brass, messing, brass. It's a fishing lure. Again with the water. That's interesting. Again with the water. So let's see what Christiel, I call upon Christiel, who is my highest self. Let's angle it a little bit. There we go. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, you have been feeling stuck. You have been feeling like it's like you've been worrying too much, the guidance says. You have been worrying too much about making a mistake. The things you are choosing in between, I'm looking at all of my guides. I have 7 archangels with me that I have called upon. And they know that you have been thinking, shit, I must not mess this up. But the thing is, there is something that they show me that it's like you're looking like this. It's either this or that. But they're saying, no, do it after each other in succession. So instead of A or B, you choose A first. And they want you to choose the the road of least resistance. You start with the easiest, smallest thing, sweet soul, first. It's okay to start with that. Wait with the bigger, heavier things. Okay? That's the crystal clear guidance that you are getting. Like that small thing, that's number one. That's A. B is the thing that you thought you couldn't have, but you can have it right after A. You can, yes. And then C. So your perspective was seeing things too close. And what they are showing is, oh, you just tilt it a little bit. You don't have to choose in the way that you thought you had to choose. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, new being, it is you. Ah, vad kul. I love it. Okay. So, let's see. So I didn't write anything down, so I'm looking at crystals. Oh, yeah, crystals on the planet. This is a very interesting question. The mining, trade of them for spiritual use, if it's meant for them to be harvested, because immediately, look, what the hell? So they are little personalities, and I have a little cluster here that is going to help me in this, in the freaking library of crystals that I have. So this is a little smoky quartz cluster, see, straight from a cave, see? Okay. So I asked God, I literally went to source today because I was curious. I was like, this is important. Are we stealing from Mother Earth here? Are we? Are we? Because in that case, I am not buying another crystal in my life. And I will freaking bury the crystals that I have and apologize. So, God, Jesus, my highest self, Christiel, kind of good sources, right? They gave me they gave me like a fairy tale, they book by a page, a book with pages, and they said, God, creator of everything, this consciousness wanted to create something tangible, something physical, something out of love. And this creation is not a he, it's not masculine. It's always a union of what we in earth language call masculine and feminine. But it's really simply two energies that we have given this title. And everything on earth is created for us to enjoy. But yes, it is being exploited all over the planet. Children, well, in I want to say in certain countries, children are being exploited because they have small hands to dig for gemstones. This happens every day. This is terrible. This is bad. And just like with the clothes that we wear here in the West, we have no guarantees. I asked one of my suppliers, he has family in Pakistan and Afghanistan, and I said, listen, it's important to me that you answer this correctly. Are children involved in this onyx business of yours? And he said, no kids are doing this. And I'm like, are you fucking telling me the truth right now? Because to us, white people of the West, we care. We care. And he was like, oh, so it's a cultural difference. I'm not saying we are good, they are bad. I am saying their economy is different. Their needs are different. Their reality is different. And it's a complex issue. I was shown this. It is complex, but the crystals that we as humanity are not ready to receive are literally kept invisible. So you, person in the West, most likely with money to spare to buy crystals, you need not worry that you stumble upon a crystal that you are not meant to have. So, since I heard that children are used for crystals, for mining crystals, you better believe I pray for them. And I pray that they will be rescued and can go to school. This is what I do. This is what we can do. And we can ask the like I did, like I do. Hey, it's important to me. It's important to me. Are your family members that are in this business, are any of them children? When you have that conversation, you are indirectly waking people up, and you are indirectly possibly preventing them from making a choice of letting 10-year-old Abdullah or whatever, no, don't go to school. You're going to help us with the mining business. But if they understand that white people, we won't buy it, because I've been around in the business long enough to know that that's how we are referred to, the white people, the rich people of the West. When they understand that they might make less money, they listen. So all of this is what I have been shown, the complexity, all the aspects, but we need not worry that we own a stone we are not meant to have. And with the knowing that child labor exists, we pray for those children, we pray for fairness, equality. That is what we can do. That's me making the answer as easily digestible as I possibly can. So the short story is, we need not feel bad to buy crystals. We are not buying anything that God does not want us to have, because there are crystals, many, that we don't know exist yet. They are hidden in the earth. And you asked about vibration of crystals. Like amethyst is more with colors and those energies effective than a piece of granite. Thing is, it's all individual. For those of us with small kids who love gemstones and who love giving us rocks, like mommy, look, it looks like a frog. And like, damn it, the little pebble looks like a frog, but it's just from the beach. To me, that little cute frog rock, it's like my treasure. I have a literal amethyst cave in my living room. It's 1 meter. And if I were to choose something in a fire, I choose the little frog. So the vibration is your emotional attachment to it. That's the vibration. So I keep the frog next to my bed, frog stone, not the amethyst cave that I paid good money for. It's all about vibration, your feeling about it. That's how you know. That's how you put value in it. And it's interesting with value, because some things are valuable but feel some things that are worth nothing in money, they feel like the treasures. So sometimes we need color frequencies, and you, as an intuitive, will know. I bought a 9-kilo rose quartz sphere because I need pink and I need the loving energy, and I need it to be soft. So I didn't buy a crystal cave. I bought a sphere, a ball, big, like a bowling ball. That's the size of it. and I polish it with my Aura-Soma oils because that's what I need. So yes, color frequencies play a role, and you will know, do I need a lot of love, or like sometimes I need protection? That's why I have a spiky smoky quartz cluster like this from South America. Because yes, I talk to the people that I buy from, talk to them, like, because I want to know and I want to feel their energy too. Usually it's good people, guys. Usually it's like 99% of them are totally honest, decent people with a passion. So I'm glad that helped. And I'm so happy you asked about that, because it's these topics that are just so, oh my God, because we need to be mindful with what we consume. I agree. So anybody who ever watches this, the replay 10 years from now, it's 2023. And if you hear this in 2033, you will know about gemstones that we right now don't even know about, because humanity wasn't ready. Let me tell you about the stone angelite. Angelite is a blue stone. Let's see. Do I have one? I do. Yes. Angelite. So, angelite was discovered in the 1980s. I mean, I'm born in 1982 and I'm super young, right? So, it's a young stone, but it's millions of years old. But it took until the 1980s for someone to find this blue. It's not dyed. To find this in a cave. I think they found it in North America. I think that's where a lot of angelite comes from. So this baby blue. So it's a fascinating, ever-growing saga. So thank you for your question. Good stuff. Okay, let's see. Next. Hello, members. So happy you're here. Let's see, personal questions. Erik Birger Karlsson. Oh, yes, angelite, quartz crystal, and celestite under your pillow. Oh, celestite. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Chef's kiss. Now is the new moon. My advice is pop them under the new moon and charge them and cleanse them. Because right now, those stones, especially those angelite and celestite, they love some moon energy. Okay, let's see. Personal question. Erik, and you're in the car. Toot toot. Okay, drive safely. Personal question. Any of the angels, deities, saints, dragons, guides, celestials, or elementals that I haven't tried contacting or tried summoning yet that really wants me to do so? And if yes, anything in particular that they want to help with? Bam, bam, bam. So, I love it. It reminds me of Dungeons and Dragons, the game, where all kinds of lovely, deities and what have you are gathered. So let's see if there is a new guy that wants to come to you, Erik. And you guys know I always work with intention. And the intention is for this episode to be relevant for a lot of people forever. So I know that this specific question, just like beautiful new beings questions, they are very relevant, even though it's a personal question about you. The fact that it bubbled up like this means, because you are a healer, of course, you're very intuitive as well. It means that what I'm getting through, it's relevant for you, the person. But if anybody watches this and goes, but she's talking to Erik, but I feel this. That's correct. You, my friend, are 100% correct. Because why on earth would, Jesus or anybody choose one person on the planet? They don't. I love those, like I say this sarcastically, people who claim to be the one and only channel of Jesus. Like, no, yeah, 7 billion people on the planet, and Jesus is going to go, oh yeah, that guy living in his mom's basement in Arizona. He's the one. Like, no, they love all of us. So anyway, I know that all of us know this. I have actually received a message. So for those of you who know me, I work internationally and I work with psychics all over the world. One of them is my dear friend, my dear psychic friend, Phoebe Crane in Pennsylvania in America. 5 minutes before this my show started, she said, my dead bunny is going to come to your episode tonight. He's going to be there. And I immediately felt the truth. She had 2 bunnies. One passed away of natural causes peacefully. His name is Oreo. He's black and white and is definitely indeed here. And she said, but he's not gonna come as my bunny Oreo. You're gonna see the soul. And she said, I think he's gonna come as a dragon. And I said, I think you're right. So, Eric, there is definitely a dragon waiting for you. And I know you, I think, yeah, you have kind of met Phoebe, so to say. I feel that the soul of Oreo definitely tunes into you. And I feel that this soul, because Oreo was an old bunny when she adopted him from the shelter, we didn't get a long time with him. I didn't tune into him a lot. But I feel he is connected to Archangel Michael. And I feel, she said, white dragon. I see, ironically, and of course, because he was black and white, like the Oreo cookie. And I feel that this dragon, I swear, I've never seen this before, but it's like a calico cat. It does have black and white spots. I've never seen it before in my life. Okay. So there is a dragon. Let's see if we can get a name. We're going to need another pendulum. No. Yes. This pendulum. Yes. Okay. Let's spray some more. I have some protection spray because energies are intense. Let's see. There is a dragon for you, Eric. Let's see if we can get a name. The dragon says you can definitely call me Oreo. That's fine. Let's see if we can get like the authentic dragon's name. Oh, God, not one of my other dragons is popping up now. It's so funny. It's also white. It's like they sense when we work with their friends and they're like, ooh, so they come along. Okay. For those of you who can see and are clairvoyant, one of my dragons is right in front of me. So for those of you who are clairvoyant and who like to practice intuition, it's right here. Head is right there. The nose is, I'm like touching it and it's like, so can practice. Okay, I'm gonna go with, it's like having a big dog in my lap. Let's see if I can see a name. I want to say, wait, what? Because it's like, what? I want to say Oria, and not Ariana Grande, the singer, because that's what I thought I heard. I was like, no way. I hear Orianha. Yeah, that's the one. Orianha. I'm going to write it. Listen, so Eric, Orianha is definitely with you. And Orianha. And Oriana, I double checked. Anybody who sees this, you are definitely allowed to call upon Orianha. If dragons are your thing, if dragons are, because, interestingly, I love dragons, but I don't work with them on a daily basis, for instance. So Orianha is a dragon that Eric, you and your beautiful twin flame can work with right now. I think Orianha is here to strengthen your abilities that are already in you. But I also know that you and your beautiful lady, you're with the Egyptians a little bit, right? You're still exploring your Egyptian aspects. And my advice is to also work together with your Egyptian past lives, because there's more to pick, there's more gold to be mined for both of you with Egypt. I think that was Oriana that told me. So Oriana is already working, like, oh my God. Okay, and Eric also had a collective question. Do dragons have genders? I want to say that they make babies, because they lay eggs. So what are they? Lizards? Lizard family? I don't know. They are. I want to say they are. They reproduce the good old fashioned way, right? Dragons are giggling. Oh my God. So, collective question 1. What is God's messages to everyone that wants to make their dream come true? Oh my God. It's such a cute question. It's so nice. Oh, what is God's suggestions for increasing abundance? God is immediately telling me that it's the answer is like he's gonna, I say he, but God is, no, never mind. God has no gender. The Creator says love and abundance are the exact same source. So that spark in you that wants to, that really has this passion, this drive, this knowing there is more to life, and for fuck's sake, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna fulfill everything I'm meant to do. That feeling, that is love and abundance. That is the longing of your soul. Where we come from, all of us, oh God, you guys, I talk to Christiel all of the time. I see her life through her eyes, her highest aspect. So her lower vibrating aspect, slower vibrating aspect in 3D is me. The highest aspect is Christiel. So when I see through her eyes, speaking of gemstones, everybody in that realm has as many gemstones as they freaking want to, because they manifest, because they love themselves in a way that we are here to learn. So this is God's message. The self-love that we have been told. In Sweden, we have Jante, who do you think you are? That's the summary of Jante. Who do you think you are? Well, I don't think I am. I know who I am. I am worthy of peace and quiet. I am worthy of rest. I am worthy of having the physical, beautiful items that I long for simply because I want to. I know that, but in my culture, even though we're a very wealthy nation, I've noticed that a politician, she had this really expensive handbag and she wore it to some TV show, and somebody noticed that's like what was it? I think a Todd, TOD, and they're like $15,000. And she got so much shit for that handbag. I don't vote for her. I don't care. But I'm like, damn, our highest selves want for themselves and everybody to be of equal joy and happiness. And with that comes wealth. So everybody is wealthy They don't know what the opposite of wealth is. And guess what they did? They created Earth because they were so curious about this polarity. Starvation? What's that? What the hell is that? It's insane. Who would let anybody starve? Doesn't even make sense. So this is God's way of widening the perspective of love, of abundance, of our purpose. It all starts with knowing that when I'm happy, when I am fulfilled, when I am wealthy of the heart, and since we have currencies down here in 3D of currency, I can spread, I can share, I can accomplish great things for a lot of people. Those of you who know me, you know that I follow Tony Robbins, an American motivational speaker. He has been working for 46 years. He is a multimillionaire at this point, and his latest free event, when you attended it, you could opt for receiving the recordings, and they costed $50, which to me is cheap. And he had added one person who buys this for $50, we add to that. So you will sponsor 50 meals for this charity called Meals on Wheels, starving children in America, giving them meals. And I was like, what the heck? So I will buy 50 meals if I buy this? What? I'm buying this. If I wasn't sure before, I'm freaking sure now. And I studied a bit more about this Tony Robbins, and yeah, that has been his mission throughout his career. I believe this is 5D, and he is operating from a very high level. And when we do the same, because those of you who know me, you know my goal is to sponsor Vid Din Sida, a local charity in Stockholm. They feed elderly homeless people. They are too shy and scared to go to the usual shelters because sadly in this city it means young drug addicts. And these young drug addicts are not always nice to these elderly people. So they get left behind. But this specific charity focuses on that target group. And it's my goal to sponsor one soup kitchen per month. And one soup kitchen is 10,000 crowns. So $1,000. And one of the inspirations is Tony Robbins. So Erik, this is God's long-winded answer, very long-winded stories, and what seems as like, oh my God, what the heck? But I know that you are incredibly intelligent and you process. And besides, this video will be up, you guys. It will stay here. So if you need to go back, it's there. So let's see if I got it all. So increasing abundance is indeed Tony Robbins, the Tony Robbins formula, to create it out of joy and from the start, give what feeds your soul, give to someone. I honestly, I don't even tell people the things that I do. I just don't. And God actually doesn't have an issue if you tell people of your charity. I'm doing it because I obviously have some fears to handle. Obviously, I just feel I'm just not gonna talk too much about it yet until after everything is set in stone, and then I can say, well, yeah, that was me. But with this charity Vid Din Sida, that feels important that people know that that's my steady goal, and for at least a year, once a month, be the steady sponsor. Maybe with my brand, Viking Demon Slayer, or maybe anonymous. I haven't decided yet. Something that feels the most fun. It should be giving, giving something to the people. So I think these are all the questions, but I think someone in the chat asked about your spirit guide. Who is my spirit guide? Anna Maria. Okay. So, Anna Maria, thank you for being here. So, let's see. Let's see. Anna Maria, I see. I want to make sure, so I'm double checking. I see 2 spirit guides. I think you actually have 2 more standing behind them. You have at least 4. I see 2. One is like, I don't know if your mother is your mother alive? Your mother, is she physically alive? Because one has taken it upon herself to be a mother. She wants to be motherly, the divine feminine. So let me know if you're still watching, Anna Maria, if your mother is alive. Because thing is, with when you come to the other side, I have noticed, I've learned the hard way, they will use brother, sister, mother, father differently than we do. So I've kind of, you know, the session didn't, in my opinion, I was like, oh, I jumped to conclusions. Like, I didn't have a sister. Oh, well, the spirit guide certainly calls you, sister, says it to you. I'm sorry. That's the word. It happens a lot, which is it's a sign that they feel soul connected to us differently than when they're alive. So it's a nice thought. So your mother is alive, but this spirit guide, see, I'm glad we got that clarification, because the spirit guide feels, that's the word she's using, motherly. So this spirit guide, if you have felt like, I'm asking her, how is she showing herself to you? She is showing me the color blue. She is showing me, wait, okay. One of my dragons is like super, because why? So it's interesting. It's like the dragon. I swear right now the dragons are inviting you, Anna Maria. So we have 2 for you, 2 realms. This is funny. I didn't expect this. So even I got surprised. So you have a dragon, okay, Anna Maria? This is funny. I love that this is like a dragon theme, and none of us were entering this with, well, we're gonna have a dragon evening. So you have a dragon that is with you, and I love it. So if you're like me, like, I don't know, dragons, really? That's interesting. The dragons are very loving and very helpful and very protective. They will help you if you have nightmares, and if you suspect that maybe some bad juju has entered your house, the dragons will let you know. They're going to be like, no, we are not accepting this, and they can help cleanse. So you have a dragon, and this motherly spirit guide is showing herself in a very comforting blue. And it's like something, because she says there was something with the baby. So, okay, she's talking about multi-generational trauma, and there was something with a baby, and she is here because there is something with a baby, and she is here, amongst other things, to help you with babies. Okay. And the dragon doesn't have that mission. So with the motherly spirit guide, Anna Maria, it's multi-generational healing. And there is something with you when you were a baby that happened. And it was simply because when it's multi-generational, things repeat generation after generation. And she's here to help with that. And if you don't know and don't remember, that's perfectly normal. Usually people need to talk to a relative or a parent, and then it just, or it comes to them in a dream, and then they come back to me and they're like, oh, right, okay, I get it now. And the dragon, I'm going to see if I can get the dragon's name. So there is a dragon. Let's see. Amor. M-O-A-M-A-R. More. Do you want to show more letters? Oh, typical. Okay. So one of my dragons is called Istagask. And she only showed me her 4 first letters for I don't even know how long. Ista. And I was like, but that's not your whole name. And she was like, but call me Ista. That's what happened right now with your dragon. More. M. And it's funny because it's an A, R. So you would say it's like Mar. But it pronounces it Mar. So in Swedish, it's the same. Det är inte Mar. So the rest of the name will come real soon. But the dragon is like, it's really beautiful. It's white and it kind of shifts into a little bit of blue. Oh, right on the spot. Yes. So, you know, a motherly guide that helps with ancestral stuff, baby related, and you say spot on, yes, and a dragon with its own mission. So let's look at the other spirit guide that I saw because I want to see. Can you please step forward? Let's see what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a man. He's wearing. Okay, he is. God, he's an emotional man. Okay, he's emotional right now. I definitely feel a relative, definitely 100% relative. He's wearing a brown jacket. I want to say fjällräven, like that type of, like, he reminds me of the way hunters look like hunting gear, definitely out in the woods. Maybe it's fishing too. Hunter, fisher type of man. He doesn't want to say his name, and I'm respecting this. For those of you who don't know, I have been schooled by Birkan Ture, who is kind of a celebrity, I guess. Well, but he's at Sjuan, the Okända. Birkan Ture taught us. He was very careful to teach us when they set down a boundary, you respect that boundary. We are not pushing anyone. That's my personal style. That's why I will not do what you see on TV, how they push. And I'm like, no, I was taught differently. So this emotional man, fjällräven, det var fjällräven. Just det. Bara fjällräven. Very emotional, and I'm getting full body shivers from this person. And they are so sad. And they are very, very, very sorry. It's like so much was left unsaid. And they are not expecting you to forgive or let go or understand. They are feeling sad. So they are with you. Thing is, This is Viking Demon Slayer stepping into the chat. I want this relative now. Please understand that your sadness right now is influencing everybody negatively, and it's okay to feel your feelings. So I ask you to please step 3 steps away from Anna Maria, and let's all ask Jesus Christ to bless and forgive, because all is forgiven. We can let go of that sadness now. So this person is your spirit guide, because they will not let themselves go to heaven until they have finished the job. So Anna Maria, your Fjällräven guide, your motherly guide, and your dragon. You came here expecting to get 1. You have 3. That's like the best deal ever. I say take it and run. And actually, Oriana, the dragon, also yours. Oriana is not to one person only. Oriana is for all of us. Okay. Okay, that was emotional. So, my lovelies, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your live feedback too. It's helping me polish my gifts, actually. So please let me know how you are feeling. We're gonna keep the conversation alive in the membership. If you like the membership, please feel free to tell your friends. The more we are, the stronger of an energy we can build, the more we can create, the more success, joy, happiness, love, abundance in every shape, way, and form we can create together. That's my soul's calling. My soul's calling is to awaken people to their power. And I know God is not gonna let me cross over or anything until my mission is complete. And I've been told that I'm gonna live until my late 90s, so there's time. There's time, but still, I'm a water element. I want things to go quickly. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. You are so loved. You are so important. You matter. Your soul is a mighty being that chose to be here, right here, on this crazy planet, because you knew that you can help all of us. Thank God. Thank God. Because without you, there would be a little puzzle piece that would be missing, and we would be like, hey, what the heck? No. So thank you for being here. You are so loved. And I will see you next week. I think next Friday around this time. I think that's good. So see you soon, and see you, for those of you who speak Swedish, at Ljusnytt Wednesday.